NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live at Morrison Stadium in Omaha, Nebraska for the 2015 Boys NSAA State Championship. The Class B title game, it's Omaha Skutt Catholic taking on Columbus Scotus. Hello everyone, I'm Thor Tripp alongside Casey Mann. Ryan Mix will join us in a moment, but we've got a great one on tap for you tonight in this Class B title game. Omaha Skutt Catholic trying to upset the defending champions here, Casey.
Yeah, they got a big task ahead of them, but they've played well. They knocked off Gretna, kind of their big rival, and they got a lot of momentum coming into tonight, so it should be a good game for them.
Absolutely. Skutt, a little bit of revenge on the mind, too. They lost to this Columbus Scotus team in the first round last year as well. So as we take a look at, when you look at the maps and the different parts of where these two teams come from, well, it's been interesting. Columbus Scotus, a little more of the suburban style, but they've certainly been here winning a handful of state titles. And Omaha Skutt Catholic just down the road here and playing in front of a little bit more of a home crowd tonight. And you look at the class brackets and who these teams have gotten here, beating Omaha Skutt Catholic, a pair of one-goal games, one-goal wins in this tournament. And then as far as Columbus Scotus is concerned, Casey, it's been an interesting adventure for them as well.
Yeah, they, to get to the semifinals with Lexington, that was a big win for them. Lexington is a good soccer school, and so that was a big win to get here. And like I said, now they're back-to-back chance and opportunity. Although the Lexington game, they got a little bit of controversy that they got to get over, but big wins for both teams coming in tonight and a lot of momentum.
And Omaha Skutt Catholic upsetting Gretna in the last contest. And Adam Gottschalk, a key player to look for here when you take a look at this Skyhawks team. He scored 2 of the 3 goals for this team in the tournament. He's going to be relied on heavily tonight.
Yep, been busy, he's active, and he's came through in the clutch for him, and he probably needs to again tonight.
Now, when you look at Columbus Scotus, an interesting tale in this one. They're going to be without their key player and top scorer, Alec Fultz, in this contest. He was red carded in his last game, so he's ineligible to play today. Casey, what is it like to play without a leading scorer in a title game?
Well, it's definitely a blow to them, but they got to move on quickly. They got a great opportunity tonight, and anytime you lose your leading scorer, it's a big impact. But this is a great opportunity for those guys, and they got to move on. So it's now or never.
Both of these teams with a chance to make history. NET Sports is live here at Morrison Stadium as we continue.
Coverage of the 2015 NSAA Boys High School Soccer Championships on your smartphone or tablet. Watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Search for NET Nebraska in the App Store or download it free at netnebraska.org/apps. Welcome back to Morrison Stadium in Omaha. I am Ryan Mix. Players are getting geared up here for the Class B Boys State Soccer Championship. Columbus Scotus and Omaha Skutt Catholic. The Shamrocks of Columbus Scotus enter the game at 18-3. Omaha Skutt Catholic 13-4 sets up to be a great match, and Columbus Scotus, it's been well documented, will be without its top scorer, Alec Fultz, but the Shamrocks have plenty of other options. Sophomore Nathan Ostek has 16 goals, 8 assists for the Rocks. Senior Noah Shocker, 14 goals, and junior Caleb Ostek, 12 goals for the Shamrocks. So they score at a high clip, 4.9 points per game. They're also tough to score on. Keeper Evan Shahone has only allowed 11 goals in 21 games this year. It's time for player introductions, and for that, let's go to our public address announcer, Glenn Sisk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Creighton University's Morrison Stadium and the 2015 NSAA Soccer Championships for tonight's Class B Boys Final matchup between the Shamrocks of Columbus Scotus High School and the Skutt Catholic Skyhawks. We request spectators not go on the playing field at the conclusion of the game because of the possibility of an injury to players and or spectators. The Nebraska School Activities Association is not responsible for any injury caused by spectators rushing onto the field. In addition, we ask that fans do not climb on or lean over the concrete retaining walls surrounding the field. And now let's meet the players and coaches for the visiting Columbus Scotus High School Shamrocks. Walking out with Columbus Scotus High School tonight is the U7 Fuego of Gretna Soccer Club. And walking out with Skutt Catholic High School this evening is the U821 Magellan Boys of the Magellan Soccer Club. Now let's meet the visiting Shamrocks. Number 0, Evan Shohan. Number 1, Mason Brandenburg. Number 2, Marcus Dodson. Number 3, Caleb Osdeck. Number 4, Nathan Osdeck. Number 5, Tanner Spensari. Number 7, Anthony Cush. Number 9, Cole Harrington. Number 10, Jake Boss. Number 11, Bailey Pelster. Number 12, Noah Shocker. Number 13, Brady Miller. Number 14, Alec Foltz. Number 15, Joe Sonderman. Number 16, River Liebig. Number 17, Tyler Brandenburg. Number 18, Chase Newman. Number 19, Duncan Pajaza. Number 20, Grant Bettenhausen. Number 22, Will Sonderman. Number 25, Jackson Kump. And number 58, Matt Hoenk. Columbus Scotus is coached by Jeff Cush, assisted by Jeff Cush and Clint Torzon. The head coach is John Brzezinski.
Cool, and we're ready for action here at the state championships in Class B. Let's take a look at the weather situation for today. No rain to deal with so far, which is always a good thing. It's been a rarity so far at this tournament. You look at that flag there, just a little bit of wind right now, north-northwest at 15 miles an hour, 60 degrees and sunny, perfect weather for a state title match here at Morrison Stadium. Your officials for tonight will be in action, run around all over the field as always. And we've got a good crew for you here as you see it. Take a look at them there. You got Justin Demers, David Gladdy, Joe Smith, and Michael Baer will be your game official for tonight's matchup here between Columbus Scotus and Omaha Skutt Catholic as the teams finish up the pregame handshakes here and get ready to go. Let's take a look at your visiting head coach, who's Columbus Scotus, and of course the Shamrocks led by John Brzezinski. Now, he's done some good work here with the Shamrocks as well, and this team has played well, winning last year's state championship. They've won 4 state titles overall, have the Shamrocks, and he's got his team ready to play despite being down their leading scorer in Alec Foltz, who will serve as somewhat of a coach on the sidelines as well today for this game. And for Omaha Skutt Catholic, you see head coach Justin Zabawa right there. And now this team no stranger to the state championship game either. They were the runner-ups in 2013 and the champs in 2012. So Justin and company will have these teams ready to go at it. And as you look at this team here getting ready to get out on the field, Casey, let's talk a little bit about what the nerves are between these two teams as you come out for a state championship game.
I'm sure both teams are really excited right now. Lots of emotion. I mean, this is one of the best soccer stadiums in the country, so it's a lot to play for, a lot of excitement, and I think it's going to be a key factor in who can kind of settle in a little bit, get through the emotions, get through the ups of the first 15 minutes or so, and kind of adapt to the game.
And these two teams certainly have played on the biggest stages, and they're getting ready here at Morrison Stadium. Again, a great night for soccer here in the metro area. And Casey, both of these teams have played well, a couple of wins, and for Omaha Skutt Catholic, a pair one-goal game, so they've been a little bit more battle-tested in terms of some of the nerves that you talked about earlier. But then, obviously, Columbus Scotus has played well. They beat Elkhorn South 2-0 to start and 3-1 over Lexington last week, obviously, in their last contest. So these two teams both ready to go and playing well at this point. Columbus Scotus is against Omaha Skutt Catholic is actually 2-0 in the state tournament, just in case you're interested in those types of things. And you see Skutt Catholic's goose, the lucky goose Michelle there on the sidelines. We'll talk a little bit about more on that in the broadcast here. You take a look at some of the rules and regulations for this soccer game that we have to talk about here tonight. 2 40-minute halves and 10-minute overtime period. And overtime, if you get there, is actually 2 10-minute halves, and you'll have a 2-minute halftime in between those halves. If it gets to a shootout, we'll have penalty kicks, 5 players from each team. If it's still tied after that, you'll keep going until we've got a winner. So both of these teams lined up and ready to go here at Morrison Stadium as we begin the action. And now, Casey, these two teams both excited. What are your expectations for this match?
Well, kind of to see how it starts, especially Columbus Scotus with the controversy and how they overcome it and how they adapt, and you know, are they focused, or are they worried about Saturday? So it's that, and I think with Skutt, it's, you know, getting a good start, being composed, and settling into the game a little bit.
Now Columbus Scotus with the possession here early on. As you see right here, Jackson Cup with the ball on the far side now. Scotus will try and control the action here early on. Out to the far side now. Scotus is really solid on the back end. That's something they've been known for all season. How important is that when you're going up against a team that has struggled to score goals outside of Adam Gottschalk?
Yeah, you know, giving up goals, if you don't get scored on, you don't lose a game. And that's kind of one of the big, you know, parts of soccer and theories in soccer is just strong defense, and your opportunities will come. And it looks like Skutt right now is kind of settled in and kind of content to sit back and let Scotus knock the ball around and win possession.
And a little steal up ahead here for Scotus, but this one's going to be run down by the goalkeeper for Skutt as Scotus pushes it upfield a little bit there. Good effort on that play from Cole Harrington for Scotus, but a little bit too far for Noah Shocker. And Shamrocks will have to regroup here.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the instructions of Skutt were just kind of settle in, sit back, and let Scotus knock the ball around and kind of gain some composure and see what's happening. So Scotus can press a little bit, gain some opportunities, and gain some advantage, and maybe, you know, put Saturday behind them and gain some confidence going into tonight. Yeah,
good look up ahead there for the Shamrocks, and they'll have an opportunity on a corner kick here early in just the third minute now of play. As this is a good scoring opportunity right now as Cole Harrington will tee it up in the corner there. The Shamrocks with an opportunity to take an early lead on this play. Low drive into the middle there. It's tapped around and controlled by the Skyhawks briefly, but then back into the middle. Still being knocked around. Nobody can control it. Just outside of the box there. It looked like Caleb Ostek had an opportunity to put it away, but just off his left foot there. And a scary moment there for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, look, maybe a sign of nerves. You know, a good opportunity for Scotus. A little bit helter-skelter, but, you know, that's kind of what you want. You create opportunities any way you can get them, and goal is a goal, and Scotus is right now taking advantage of some nerves, I think, from Skutt, and needs to capitalize.
Now Scotus with another corner kick opportunity here coming up on the other side after the scramble in front. This one teed up a little higher, but nice job of heading it out by the Skyhawks there. Trey Mendlick clears it out of the way, and they're out of harm's way for the time being. Back into the middle of the box now, a little bit too tall there, but Marcus Dodson corrals it, and out on the far side there, Nicholas Wagner getting his work in early on here, Casey.
Yeah, it looks like Scotus has Skutt on their heels a little bit, and Scotus has kind of come out with some momentum and something to prove.
Yeah, certainly trying to do just that. You lose your leading scorer on this team and play a championship game. If there's ever a time to be more motivated than most, this would certainly be the opportunity for him. As Scotus trying to control the ball in the middle of the field. Nice job poking it out there by Christian Healy, but back into the middle for the Shamrocks again. An opportunity in the middle for Harrington as he controls it. Looks to the outside, but the Skyhawks able to get it out of the way there as these two teams continue to battle for possession in the middle of the field. Here Gottschalk with an opportunity up ahead to him now on the far side.
He's going to use his speed and he's going to attack here.
Back to the right foot, and Nothing doing as it's cleared out there to the outside by the Shamrock defenders, but an opportunity in the first one really so far for Skutt Catholic offensively.
Yeah, it looked like they were sitting back and looking to counter, and that was the kind of opportunities they're going to try to get and kind of catch Scotus attacking too early and too high.
It looks like Caleb Ostek there whistled for a foul as the Skyhawks will have an opportunity from straight away here as we're just about 4 or 5 minutes in. You see here a little shove after he lost possession of the ball in the midfield, maybe a little incidental, but he had extended that right arm and it kind of made it look a little bit worse than it was. So Menlick will have an opportunity here for the Skyhawks, puts it up into the middle of the box. Nice job heading it out of the way there, and Scotus clears the opportunity to the side.
Well done. Those are tough balls to handle, especially early in the game. And we talk about all the time, the first 5 minutes of a game is really important. And Scott kind of weathered a storm. Scotus gained some momentum, so it'll be interesting to see how it develops from here. Jacob Boss, he headed that one out of bounds earlier. He's active again on the far side there defensively as the Skyhawks try to control it. But back up ahead now is Noah Shocker with possession and knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Skutt Catholic ball here on the throw-in. Menlick looking down the side there. Opportunity knocked out of bounds. Little momentum swing. Looked like kudos to Scotus for coming out strong, but Scott's kind of weathered it and now trying to gain a little possession and attack themselves. Menlick back into the middle now, looking for Thomas Haller. Into the middle, looking outside now, and opportunity for Gottschalk in the middle, knocked away, and Scotus will clear for the time being as they try to get it up ahead to Harrington. Back controlled there by Nathan Ostek. Jeff Bartels with it now. Nice left foot up in front, but nobody home. Out to the far side now. Good effort there by Jonathan Voss for Skutt Catholic to try and intercept that pass, but it's knocked out of bounds, and the Shamrocks will have the throw in around midfield. Both these teams look real similar right away. Both kind of athletic and active and want to stretch the game a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Real similar styles. Marcus Dodson with it now, looking to the side here for Cole Harrington. Back to Dodson, trying to find an open lane. Good pressure there from Matthew Harrison for Skutt. Doing a nice job shutting down those passing lanes, as you saw there. Brady Forall, nice job getting a touch. Up ahead now, Christian Healy. A little fancy footwork, but is knocked away there. And Nathan Ostek will get it out in the middle, but a little short on the pass there. Up ahead now for Skutt with an opportunity. Center just out in front there. Good effort and a good ball from Chris Bausbach there. And they're looking to catch him on the left side. Now the kick away there as Scotus tries to get back on the attack. Looks like Scott's trying to gain a little possession in the middle of the field and catch him through balls and behind Scotus. Up into the middle now. Both teams battling for possession. We've seen that quite a bit so far. In this one, both teams feeling each other out and trying to get a sense of what the other wants to do. Late whistle there as he's taken out, and Christian Healy goes down to the mat and is rewarded as the Skyhawks will have possession. We talk a lot in soccer about rhythm and tempo, and you can tell this game is a little bit struggling to get some kind of rhythm to it. You get one pass, two passes, and then a turnover. I think that's just kind of the nerves, and as the game goes on and settles in, look to see who the team is that can kind of connect 3 and 4 passes. And Adam Gottschalk able to connect on that pass there earlier. Nice centering ball there, headed away though as the Shamrocks try to avoid trouble. Stolen away again by Skutt, but back in front now. The Shamrocks try to push it, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Columbus Scotus with a throw in on the near side. Nice effort though individually there from Adam Gottschalk as he tried to get one into the middle, but defensively sound as always are the Shamrocks. Yeah, that's why Gottschalk, you can tell, is one of their key players, and active and works hard and trying to create opportunities any way he can. A physical play here as you see both Healy and Harrington getting after it a little bit here on the near sideline with a spirit of competition. Casey, and is that some of what you do in the early minutes, just trying to see what maybe you can't get away with, but what kind of physical play that the refs are going to allow? Yeah, you want to see what the other team's going to do, how they're going to react, how the refs are going to call it. I think it's some of the emotion of the game and some of the the excitement and playing in front of friends and fans and establish a presence. Trey Menlick up ahead there on the
on the boot, but back the other way is Caleb Ostek. Out in front as Shocker tries to track it down, but Trey Menlick there try and take possession away. Shocker gets possession on the far side there. Not much of an angle though as Menlick runs him off on the far side. A little more contact here, but nothing doing whistle-wise there as these teams continue to try and feel out the calls and what the officials are looking at in terms of physical play. But definitely a good match so far from both sides, throwing their weight around a little bit and trying to get a feel for the momentum of this game.
Yeah, 10 minutes in, it's kind of gone as we expected. Two athletic teams that are trying to kind of find a rhythm, that are rivals and pretty competitive. So it's kind of gone as expected so far.
On the throw in now for Skutt is Jeff Bartels. Stolen away though by Caleb Ostek. And we'll have a free kick away here as the referees try to get things under control a little bit. It's always a danger early in these matches if you don't blow that whistle. And kids, you know how it is.
Yeah.
You give an inch, take a mile, and try and take advantage of it there. Free kick up ahead now into the middle, and Menlick knocks it away. Up ahead, Gottschalk with a quick touch, but it's stolen away again by Jacob Boss. Takes a boot there from about 50 out, and that one sails high and over the goal.
Bit chippy right now, and like you said, the referee's got to establish a presence as well and kind of take control of the game. And I think whichever team can kind of get through this chippiness a little bit and settle in, be all right.
Trey Menlick here on the kick, out to midfield and controlled here by Scotus on the far side. Nice job of running him off the ball there. Up ahead to Gottschalk now, just a little bit out in front of him. Didn't miss by much on that one, and as he tries to clear into the far side there. Nice job by Jackson Kump on the far side, but it'll be Gottschalk here looking to throw it in himself. Now he'll hand off. Try and take it himself here. 29 plus to go here in this first half, still scoreless. Knocked down in the box there. And they're going to say that was initiating the contact was Chris Bausbach of Omaha Skutt Catholic, and got his arms up and a little bit tangled there on the far side.
Maybe kind of embellish the fall a little bit.
There's no acting in soccer, Casey.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Up ahead now into the middle as Skutt tries to control it. Menlick with it back. Looking up ahead for his man Matthew Harrison on the far side, but nothing doing there. And up ahead now Columbus Scotus, Marcus Dodson on the move, a little bit too far in front of himself there. He's got a little excited now up ahead for Shocker, looking down the side. He takes down Menlick into the middle now, but it's cleared away. Nice job by Jonathan Voss of getting that one to the outside. Contact as both players go up for the header there. And finally able to clear it out of that corner for the Skyhawks, but only for the time being. And now they're able to get it out ahead. But Scotus a little bit offensively more in control, it seems like. The chances for Adam Gottschalk have come on a couple of longer passes where they've been able to sneak by, but in terms of controlling the game and you know, those longer possessions, it seems like the Shamrocks have the edge early on.
Yeah, it looks like Scotus is a little more comfortable with the ball, little combinations here and there, and Skutt's looking to play Gottschalk in, let him use his athleticism to kind of run on behind people.
Now we'll have a sub here as Tanner Spensari comes out for Columbus Scotus. Now back into the middle now as Brady Forall tries to control, and he does just that. Up ahead, he was looking for his teammate there, Chris Bausbach, but just out in front, a little miscommunication. And Scotus will have it on the throw in here on the near side. Still scoreless here at Morrison Stadium as both these teams try to find out what's going to work, those winning recipes here in the Class B state title game. Trey Menlick with it now in the middle as the Skyhawks look to get one down the sideline there, but a little bit out of the reach of his forward. And Jackson Toma just unable to run that one down.
You can tell it's still early, and you know, there's so much individualism, and kind of the players are sorting through themselves and trying to establish a role, and they're not quite connected to each other, and you see a lot of mistakes and a lot of kind of silly balls that they're normally not used to playing, but trying to settle in themselves and then connect with their teammates.
Harrington with a nice move there down the side, but coming over to clear it out of bounds. Nice job there by Thomas Haller. And Scotus will have the throw in here as we've got a sub coming to the game is Mason Brandenburg. He'll give Joe Sonderman a breather on the sideline here. And 14 minutes in, still scoreless. Good time to catch your breath. Up ahead, this throw in knocked out of bounds by Quinn Mendwick. Scotus will have to throw in again here. Into the corner now as Haller clears it out. And we'll do it again.
Kind of see, we talked about goes in waves. That first 5-10 minutes, lots of emotion, lots of busyness. Now they're kind of, died off a little bit and less emotions. And now we'll kind of see who kind of takes it from here. Long throw, and these are dangerous.
Nathan Ostek here comes in to relieve Harrington with the flip throw into the middle. Good opportunity there as Jacob Boss gets ahead on it, first touch, but it goes off down the far side. And it looks like they're going to say they'll have another opportunity at the corner kick here as Boss got a good touch on it. I think Ostek caught him off guard a little bit. As you see, you take another look here. Good distance on this one.
Yeah.
Just how difficult is that to do, Casey?
Well, I know I couldn't do it. It's also difficult as a goalkeeper to kind of read the trajectory. It's not quite as high as a kick. It's a challenge. It can be more of a line drive. And I think that sun right now is a factor, too, for the goalkeepers.
Now you see Harrington now in the corner with his hand up for the corner kick opportunity here. Nice header opportunity off the near post and then knocked out of bounds. What a scoring chance there for Scotus, as it looked like Jacob Boss got a head on that one as well, just as he had on the previous possession. You take another look at it here, and
great header. Great header.
Right directly off the corner there, and Anthony Cush actually got a head on it. Another opportunity for Scotus. This one out a little too far into the top of the box, and Gottschalk trying to control it there and gets a little too much contact as Mason Brandenburg did a nice job trying to use his body to stay in front of Gottschalk, which isn't easy to do.
No, they've done well individually defending and kind of being around him. And, in games like this where they're struggling to find a rhythm, those set pieces can be so dangerous. And that throw-in that led to a corner right there, we just saw evidence of it.
Now the free kick coming here for Scotus. Have had a lot of opportunities on these set pieces, as you mentioned. First touch by Trey Mendlick. Doing a nice job getting up and taking control of that one from the early part of that play. Nice job getting the possession back by Chris Bausbach there as he battled with Brandenburg of Columbus Scotus. To the outside now, Gottschalk is booted away from him, but out in front as both teams try to run it down just out of the reach of Jackson Toma, but he takes it away from the defender anyway. He's got possession down the far side into the corner, but a little bit too far. Looks like that one went out of bounds, and they indeed whistle it dead here as we'll have a little break in the action as these two teams, as you mentioned, a couple of set pieces opportunities and whatnot for Scotus so far. But here's another look at the second opportunity right there, just a little bit offside. That was Boss with the header. It just went wide. And Scotus has played well offensively, but Skutt doing a nice job trying to counteract that with Gottschalk out in front here. Another opportunity is knocked away by Bailey Pelster.
Yeah, it looks like Skutt just kind of trying to isolate Gottschalk and find a counterattack. But Scotus has done well. Both teams, I think, are probably going to be okay with where things are at right now. Skutt kind of hanging in. Scotus had some great opportunities, so a lot of positives for both teams right now. It's going to kind of be interesting to see how it continues to develop.
That's Scotus now with Caleb Ostek up ahead now looking for Nathan. Out of his reach, Caleb gets it back down the sideline here looking for his teammate Anthony Cush, but well too far out of that one. It'll be Omaha Skutt on the throw in here on their own side just about midway through this first half.
You had mentioned earlier too, Skutt has had a couple close games, so they're fairly comfortable with these tight games, and Scotus coming off a lot of emotion. You can tell every foul, everybody's kind of getting riled up with it, so it'll be interesting to see how they react to it over and over, kind of feeling the controversy and moving beyond it. Looks like they've moved on it pretty well, created that opportunity, but I think they're going to want to get a goal here in the first half and kind of settle in the second half.
Now sub for Omaha Skutt Catholic, Christian Healy coming in for Chris Bausbach now as we'll get a breather here. Healy right away in on the action. This one knocked out of bounds off of Skutt. Nice job getting in front there by Caleb Ostek. The Shamrocks will have one on the throw-in here. Nice effort looking for Anthony Cush on that one, but a little bit too far. Back in the middle, Caleb Ostek with it. A little contact on both sides there, but up ahead now with an opportunity. Nathan Ostek trying to beat the keeper, but unable to do so. Nice job by Nicholas Wagner jumping out in front and really taking away the angle, because that was a dangerous opportunity.
Yeah, it was a dangerous opportunity. It's important for a goalkeeper to kind of come out and establish your presence, and he got there, and hopefully that can get him some confidence to control his box.
It's a tough one to see coming there just off of the ricochet. It wasn't necessarily an intended pass, but it ended up being a great spot for the Shamrocks. Now a centering opportunity here, as you see on the other side as well. Evan Shohan coming out and being aggressive to cut off the opportunity for Skutt, but the Skyhawks have been able to counterattack, it seems like, throughout this first half thus far.
Yeah, you can see that they got a few opportunities here and there. They feel confident in that break. Both goalkeepers have done well coming off their line.
Nice centering ball there from the far side, as gave Skutt an opportunity to get their first goal and try to break this scoreless tie. Coming into the game now, Omaha Skutt, Christian Banker in, and Tanner Spensari in for Columbus Scotus, as Noah Shocker will take a seat for Scotus. Looks like Jackson Toma will get a breather for the Skyhawks. Under 20 minutes to play now in this first half, still scoreless, but no shortage of opportunities for either team thus far.
No, kind of what you'd expect in the first 20 minutes of a big and exciting game. I think that one opportunity for Scotus was a great opportunity, but other than that, it could come down to some good goalkeeping, a good save here and there, or being opportunistic for a good forward or something in the midfield.
Now a little shove in the back there is whistled by Anthony Spensari. He'll get an opportunity here for the Skyhawks in Shamrock territory, as Trey Mendlick will have it on the free kick here. Both teams lining up. You've got Jeff Bartels in the back here as well, but Mendlick, nice ball into the middle there. An opportunity here is knocked around. Both teams trying to get ahead on it. Finally cleared away by Scotus into the far side, but a nice job by both teams trying to keep that ball alive. And finally Bailey Pelster able to get it to the side. We'll take a breather here, and NET Sports continues. No score in the first half of the Class B title game.
Join us for an American tradition, the National Memorial Day Concert.
Join me, Joe Mantegna.
And me, Gary Sinise.
With Gloria Estefan, Tasan Chin, Katherine Jenkins, Russell Watson, and General Colin Powell. The National Memorial Day Concert.
Coming soon to NET1.
It seems there are fewer and fewer places we can go for balanced, objective reporting of news and events from around the globe. But NET World is still one of those places. Thanks to your financial support, important and informative programs become available to Nebraskans who want to stay informed, like you. Take a moment to ensure the NET World programs you rely on will continue. Call 800-989-8236 to make a financial donation. Thank you.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium in Omaha. Scoreless between Columbus Scotus and Omaha Skutt Catholic under 19 minutes to go. I'm joined alongside Christy Brzezinski, the wife of head coach John Brzezinski. Now, Christy, you are the head coach of the girls team at Columbus Scotus. So how tough is this for you to be able to watch and not have control of the game?
Well, actually, it's kind of nice. I like to sit back and just watch them play, and this has been a really good battle so far.
Do you and John talk about tips? You give them some tips before the game on suggestions that you think they should do?
We always bounce it off each other back and forth, but I think he does his own thing, and he does a really good job of it. So.
Both of you guys played at Scotus and had great careers here with the Shamrocks. How cool is it to be able to be an alumni and coach this team and watch them now in the state championship?
It's amazing. It's always nice to come back and help the kids and just help them realize that this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and it's memorable, and just enjoy it. And it's something you're always going to look back on and remember. So.
Well, Christy, thanks for taking the time. I'll let you sit back down here right in the midst of the student section here at Columbus Scotus. We got a good one, guys. Thor and Casey, a lot of action, and Scotus, they've had some good looks.
Yeah, you're right, Ryan. Both of these opportunities really off of those corner kicks in their last possession offensively was a great look for them. And, you know, Omaha Skutt is coming back with a couple of opportunities of their own. So certainly an action-filled first 20 minutes or so here at the Class B championship game. Nice to see that kind of a soccer town. You know, Columbus Scotus traditionally always good, not just on the boys' side, but the girls as well. It's nice to see the Coach Brzezinski's. You got to wonder what the dinner table conversation is like.
I bet.
Just talking soccer strategy.
Soccer, yeah.
Some people talk Bills, not the Brzezinski household.
Soccer.
That's right.
How the kids feel about soccer. It can go one way or the other.
That's exactly right. Adam Gottschalk there trying to corral it. Had a lane outside, but wasn't able to get control of the bouncing ball there. And now back to the outside into the middle, looking for his teammate Quinn Mendlick there, but it's stolen away. And now a push up ahead to Kush on the far side. He has possession with a couple of teammates trailing behind, but a nice job defensively there as Skutt able to really keep Columbus Scotus from those runouts that they're traditionally able to put away.
Yeah, it was a good early ball, but you know, with that early ball, you need help and you need trailers, and they weren't quite able to get there, and Skutt was able to do well defensively.
Thomas Haller doing a nice job there, kind of forcing that action toward the sideline. He kept his body in the middle of the offensive player there and was able to knock it out of bounds. And now Skutt back up ahead there as they try to get it to Christian Banker, but knocked away, and Scotus with it now on the side as these two will battle for it.
Big field like this, it gets really easy to get spread out. You look to knock that ball on counterattack, but then you need the other, support guys to get up, and that's a lot of work. And that's where, as this game goes on, it can start to open up and break down as one team is really pressing and leave some holes and some gaps. So, whoever gains their composure can kind of take advantage of that. Yeah, it seems like so far both these teams really content to just not give up a big play, not make a big mistake. And you get the sense that it could be one of these set pieces that decides the state championship game this year. Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of a championship mentality in a lot of places. It's you know what, we're just not going to make mistakes. We'll take our opportunities when they come, but we're just not going to beat ourselves. We're going to make you really break us down and beat us.
It looked like that one got out of bounds there, but not whistled. Thomas Haller was a little confused, thought it was out of bounds and didn't get the whistle, and now Columbus Scotus will take over with an opportunity here, and we'll see another flip throw in from Nathan Ostek, and we saw how dangerous that could be the first time, Casey.
Yeah, last one led to the corner, which was the ball off the post. So here again, I think big opportunity for Scotus.
Ostek now on the throw. Good distance into the middle there, but good positioning by Omaha Skutt Catholic as Trey Mendlick, as he always seems to do, gets the first touch on that one and knocks it away.
Yeah, he's done well. I think the other important piece about this is that it's not the first ball. The second ball sometimes is the most dangerous ones as well. So Scott's done a good job winning that first one, but that second one is kind of always dangerous too.
This one up ahead a little bit too far, and Evan Shohan will take control of it and send it back the other way for the Shamrocks.
I think Scotus has done a pretty good job of staying a little bit more compact. Scott's been a little more spread out and kind of relying on that big ball through.
This one whistled down. Let's head down to the sidelines here. Ryan Mix is standing by. Ryan?
Well, Thor, you guys saw the classic throw-in. That is really tough to defend. And oddly enough, Nathan Ostek, his brother taught him that. Nathan is a sophomore. His older brother, Jared, was a senior at Columbus Scotus when the Shamrocks won the state championship in 2009. So passing some skills down to his brother. The Osteks are one of 3 brother tandems at Columbus Scotus, from guys who played in 2009 to guys who are on this team. So kind of neat to have those guys have the success in 2009 as state champs, and now their younger brothers hoping to bring another one home to Columbus.
Yeah, if you're the younger brother in that matchup, you don't want to be the one who doesn't win a state championship. So, Nathan certainly trying to do that as well. Always interesting, passing down some passing techniques. So, there you go. Columbus Scotus now trying to clear away an opportunity as Gottschalk had it on the sideline there, but knocked away. And a little bit of contact here as we get a little physical play. The whistle is blown, though. Marcus Dotson defensively really dealing with Gottschalk. And you can see the energy that Gottschalk brings. Columbus Scotus certainly focused on him every time he's around the ball or putting himself in position to get there.
Yeah, they know where he is. He's their dangerous threat. And I think it's on the minds of everybody Saturday in that call and being active. And you can see everybody's a little bit still feisty and kind of waiting to see any sort of big reaction.
Yeah, never good to get a little talking to by the official there when you've still got 50-plus minutes of play. But Gottschalk maybe just a little bit fired up there and trying to get into position. And hasn't been able to do anything on that one so far. Now Anthony Boss up ahead now as Trey Menlick takes it the other way for the Skyhawks. Knocked back in front. A little back and forth action here. Trey Menlick comes away with it on the far side. Up ahead to Chris Bausbach, and this one knocked out of bounds. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. Add a comment or catch up on the latest Nebraska sports info. Make sure to like NET Sports and Big Red Wrap-Up and join the conversation. Still scoreless now, 13-plus minutes to play here in the first half. And another sub coming in now is Jackson Toma. Gottschalk will also take a breather here as well as Quinn Menlick. Gottschalk maybe needing to cool off a little bit with his head, maybe as much as his body here as the intensity builds here in this first half.
Yeah, maybe coach brings him off to refocus a little bit, kind of catch a breather. Scotus has done well frustrating him. They haven't really let him get a lot of space, and they've always kind of been with him. So maybe a good time to kind of refocus.
Yeah, he means so much to this team. Justin Zabawa certainly likes the effort that he's given, but Gottschalk trying to cause problems here as you see Anthony Cush coming off for a quick blow here as we remain scoreless here. As Shamrocks with the first touch here, and then controlled and sent the other way. Nice job using his body. There's Matthew Harrison up into the front now as both teams try to gain possession.
With the break and the substitutions a lot, the game is still trying to find a rhythm a little bit, so those set pieces are going to loom large as the game goes on.
Now we got a good one here, but we've got a good one coming up for you as well in the Class A game. Creighton Prep and Millard West coming up right after this one around 8 o'clock. And Creighton Prep has certainly been there before. Millard West maybe more of a surprise, but knocking off Omaha South, who was the top-ranked team in Class A in a shootout to reach the championship game. We'll have that one coming up for you later on tonight right here on NET as well. Columbus Scotus now up ahead on the sideline. Taken out there a little bit, maybe unintentionally, and that's what the referees rule as Trey Menlick got a foot out there and caused a little trouble there on the Shamrocks run out.
Looks like Scotus is center back, ball chasing balls and kind of handling the through balls that Scott's trying to play. Jackson comes done well.
Menlick now back up ahead into the middle for Skutt. Nice job avoiding one defender there as Brady Forall, but unable to do it for both as Scotus with an opportunity here on the push up ahead as Dodson, but then booted back the other way, back to midfield now as into the middle. Nice effort there from Nathan Purcell, but knocked away, and then a good interception on the far side. Scotus so solid on the back end though there. Nice job by Mason Brandenburg once again to eliminate a potential dangerous pass in the front.
Yeah, you know, it was brought up too at the beginning of the game that, you know, missing their leading scorer, but how good they were defensively, and I think that's evident here.
10-plus minutes remaining here in a scoreless first half in the Class B state championship game. Columbus Scotus 15 straight wins coming into tonight. Certainly been playing their best soccer just as they did last year to capture the 2014 championship, but Omaha Skutt Catholic doesn't care much about that. They're trying to pull the upset here and doing a nice job offensively after maybe a slow start on the attack. They've done a nice job getting themselves in position here a little bit more as you see Jackson Toma there on the far side. Skutt will have an opportunity for a throw-in deep in the Scotus end.
They got to take advantage of kind of having the ball down on this end and creating opportunities and making something happen, gain a little momentum here and kind of turn the tide.
Cole Harrington comes out now for Columbus Scotus. Anthony Cush back in after a quick breather. On a throw in now for the Skyhawks. Messed around a little bit there. Nobody able to control it until Cush comes in and those fresh legs gets one down the sideline and out of harm's way there. But the Skyhawks, another good job on the set piece there with the throw in, giving themselves an opportunity to try and corral a loose ball and find the back of the net.
Put it in the box and see what happens.
Trying to do just that. Matthew Harrison unable to do it. Now to the far side, a good opportunity here. A nice save by Evan Shohan. good opportunity there for Omaha Skutt Catholic, and unable to connect is Quinn Mendlick. But you saw Shohan, he's approaching 100 saves on the season so far, and that's why. Doing a nice job keeping himself in good position on that play.
Yeah, that was it, exactly. Just kind of stood his ground and stayed big and was in the right place.
Now we got a little contact that'll be whistled here as well. As you take another look at this, opportunity right here for Quinn Mendlick, but right into Shohan, trying to beat him on the low side there. Shohan, a little bit of a taller goalkeeper, but able to get down and make the save here. Trey Mendlick now with another opportunity for Omaha Skutt Catholic as these teams get lined up. A good ball into the middle. Nice job coming in and knocking it away there by Jacob Boss. And Skutt's threat is eliminated for the time being.
So both teams now have kind of created opportunities off of set pieces and throw-ins and some kind of sloppy bouncing around balls. And it's kind of gone the way that we thought.
Nice ball there by Trey Mendlick up ahead to Quinn, but unable to control there on the far side, and we remain scoreless with 7:40 and counting here remaining in this first half. Nice job up ahead here. Good battle for the ball, but using his body as Bailey Pelster to kind of eliminate the angle that Mendlick needed to really get a good ball under the middle.
Use the line and just use his body and sit his ground. It's interesting to see at this big of a field, you know, teams are kind of struggling to find a rhythm. That it gets into one end and Skutt gains a little momentum, and then it gets into the other end and Scotus gains a little momentum. There's not a lot of play in the midfield, so it's kind of get into the other end and create havoc and create opportunities, and it's kind of gone back and forth that way.
Jackson Kump up ahead to Brandenburg, and it's knocked out of bounds off the Skyhawks. So we'll see the Shamrocks with the throw in here at midfield, looking up ahead, but nice job on the first touch there by Skutt once again. Come back the other way. You see Omaha Skutt Catholic here really offensively a little bit more aggressive as this match has progressed. Of course, as I say that, the Shamrocks come back with a little charge of their own.
Lost them on the midfield, and Scotus takes advantage. They've got to try to play the through ball. Now they get it down here and see if they can keep it and keep active and create opportunities for themselves. Skutt sometimes gets in a hole trying to play that through ball with nobody up there, and quick turnover, and then they're kind of exposed.
Into the middle now is Nathan Ostek over to Jacob Boss. Ostek again with an opportunity, but is knocked away. Now Boss with it. Both these teams trying to corral something. A little contact, no whistle on that one. And cleared away by Thomas Haller for Omaha Skutt Catholic. And Jackson Toma with it now back into the middle for Haller. And down the side for Toma again, knocked out of bounds by Mason Brandenburg. A little bit of a scramble in the middle there for the Shamrocks, but unable to really get a good clean shot off. And Haller did a nice job stepping in front of Ostek on that last one.
Yeah, it looked like something's going to develop there, and Skutt did a good job shutting it down and not going to push it to the other end. So again, that end-to-end, you know, kind of creating a scrum-like atmosphere, a little bit of rugby, and trying to see who's dangerous and can make something happen out of nothing.
And you see, checking back into this game, Adam Gottschalk. Looks like he'll give his teammate a breather, and now much deserved there as Christian Healy will come off for a quick minute here. But you like to see Gottschalk get into the action here as you get a throw in with around 5 minutes left here in this first half. That energy, those fresh legs, trying to put it to good use here early on.
Yeah, that team leader, you want him in there in the crucial moments. And you can get a goal right before the half. It's a big, big momentum swing and psychological win. So, you know, Coach Zabawa putting him in, looking to see if something can happen.
Anthony Cush a little bit too physical on that one, and Trey Mendlick will have a little free kick here on the far sideline with under 5 minutes remaining here in a scoreless first half.
Another dangerous set piece.
Mendlick has shown the ability to get the ball to the net all the way up and a little too far on this one. A strong leg from Mendlick using that wind to his advantage there. And that's the first time that really the wind has come into play thus far in this first half.
Yeah, it looked like he hit a little too hard. And, you know, unfortunately, that's the one thing that you don't want to do when you have set pieces in a game like this is waste them. And you want to make something dangerous happen out of them. So I think next time you got to take a little bit off.
Shohan now intercepted by Quinn Mendlick, who had an opportunity on Shohan, the best opportunity for Skutt in this first half. But out ahead now is Jacob Boss up ahead to Shocker. Shocker with it back into the middle for Boss. Nice job by Mendlick temporarily knocking it away, but Shocker's shot on goal sails high, and
A good chance there for Columbus. Scotus doing a nice job, you know, running through as a team and not giving up on the play.
Yeah, when they break with 4 or 5 guys and kind of created a few dangerous opportunities here in the last few minutes.
They see it right there. Noah Shocker just over the net. Another angle just a little bit high, trying to beat Nicholas Wagner on the top side. And unable to keep it low enough to be on goal, but good scoring opportunity nonetheless for the Shamrocks here. As Gottschalk with it in the middle, up ahead, and his teammate has it in the middle now.
Looked like maybe Skutt Gottschalk back a little bit to get him more touches on the ball, a little more influence on the game.
Nice defensive possession there by the Shamrocks, knocking it away from Matthew Harrison on the play. Back with it now is Cole Harrington. Now these teams will get a little bit more physical. Again, another opportunity for Columbus Scotus with 3 minutes remaining here in this first half. You take a look at the physical play as Marcus Dotson with it, knocked over a little bit there by Haller of Omaha Skutt. And right around midfield now you'll have an opportunity off the set piece here with Jacob Boss. Good boot into the middle. First touch there by Nathan Osteg, but knocked away. Don't miss the NSAA Nebraska High School Girls State Soccer Championships tomorrow on NET. You can watch live action beginning at 5:30 Central Time. And visit netnebraska.org for individual game times. A live webcast will be available at our website and on the NET Nebraska app. A good one coming up for you here tonight, and then 2 more good ones for you tomorrow as well as we wrap up the state championship coverage here on NET. Trey Menlick with a free kick for the Skyhawks. Again, that right leg's got to be getting a little tired for Trey. Nice ball into the box here for the Skyhawks. This one knocked away. It looks like we'll have a corner opportunity for Omaha Skutt with under 2 minutes left here in this first half. Trey Menlick's handled just about all the duties for the Skyhawks, the free kicks and the throw-ins. When the opportunity presents itself.
He's been really busy in the back, sliding and kind of winning balls and then taking all the set pieces, and kind of got out of it what he wanted to. They got a corner kick with 1:30 left, and if they get a goal here, that's a big deal. Scotus has to be tight here and kind of want to shut the door.
1:30 remaining in this first half, and Omaha Skutt with the boot into the box. Good first touch there by Columbus Scotus, and no harm, no foul on that play. Good job by the Shamrocks of getting it out of the box. Now the Skyhawks coming back. Great opportunity in front, but unable to connect is Matthew Harrison. A nice ball from deep on that one, but Harrison heads it just wide of the goal. A nice play there. Nice job of being aggressive on offense by Omaha Skutt. Something you didn't see from them early in the first half.
No, look, they get a little bit of confidence. They got Gottschalk back in, and you know, anytime on those corner kicks you clear it, you're kind of broken down and scatter a little bit. And Skutt took advantage of that gap, and you can see both teams now kind of have a few opportunities, not quite great opportunities, but sniffing around the goal a little bit. And the game's starting to open up a little bit more. It would be interesting to see the second half how it develops.
Well, just about 30 seconds left here in this first half. Thomas Haller knocks it away, but Columbus Scotus able to corral it. Shocker with it, looking to the outside, but it's knocked away. Nice job there by Jonathan Voss to clear the danger with only 20 seconds left in this first half. Anthony Cush with a chance here now on the outside. A little physical play, but whistled and sent the other way as Omaha Skutt Catholic will have it with the final 10 seconds here in this first half, and they won't take any chances on this opportunity. A little shove in the back there by Anthony Cush, more out of frustration than anything. And we've got ourselves a great soccer match here. Scoreless after 40 minutes here at Morrison Stadium. Columbus Scotus trying to go back-to-back, but Omaha Skutt Catholic hanging tough. We'll have more here from NET Sports at Morrison Stadium coming up. Looks like Ryan Mix is standing by with head coach Omaha Skutt Catholic, Justin Zabawa. Ryan, what do you got for us?
Hey, Thor, we're actually with Columbus Scotus head coach John Brzezinski. Coach, you guys got a lot of opportunities on goal. How do you feel like you guys played?
Actually, not very good at all, to be honest. We got to play a lot better. Probably was one of our worst halves of the year, but our kids will respond. We'll talk about half time, make some adjustments. But, you know, we had some great chances early, kind of got away from what was working, so we just got to regroup.
Worst half of the year, but you guys still controlled a lot of balls and possessions and had more shots on goal. So what's that say about how you guys have played?
Well, it says we can still play a lot better, I think. You know, if we can make some adjustments here, utilize to our advantages, I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thorne Casey, excuse me, still scoreless here at halftime. Coach says it's the worst half they've played all year. That's probably a good thing for Scotus, considering how well they played that half.
Yeah, Ryan, I think you're right. You see a couple of chances here from Omaha Skutt Catholic right there from Quinn Mendlick. That's one of the things he's talking about, disappointed in here in this first half. But we're still scoreless at Morrison Stadium after 40 minutes of soccer. We'll be back on NET.
It's been a competitive game to this point, and we'll see who comes out here hot in the second half.
Yeah, Columbus Scotus with possession early, going from left to right on your television screen, and intercepted here by Trey Mendlick, as he's done so often so far in this state championship game. Omaha Skutt with it now on the near sideline, as they'll have a throw in from Jonathan Voss as they try to continue that momentum they had at the end of the first half, being a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side, Casey.
It'll be really interesting to see these first 10 minutes, who's made adjustments, what adjustments they've made, and how the emotions are kind of being handled right now.
Adam Gottschalk with it, trying to make a move, but doing a nice job of using his position as Jacob Boss there for Columbus Scotus, and he knocks it away and gets possession back to the Shamrocks here.
Kind of the beauty of soccer with an 80-90 minute game, you know, you can't play emotions the whole time. So the second half, and now a little bit of strategy comes into play, a little bit of tactics, and like Coach Bulovich said, a little bit of details in that individual moment of brilliance or a mistake that could be the difference.
Coming back the other way, Brady Forall there for Omaha Skutt Catholic. Taken down on the far side there is Matthew Harrison, but no whistle as we'll continue play here. We saw this in the first half as well. Physical play, didn't get the whistles right away, and then as the half wore on, those whistles came out a little bit more as the officials tried to take some more control of that game. So both teams trying to be physical, trying to assert themselves and potentially win a state championship, but there's a fine line there as well, as Trey Mendlick will have another free kick here as a result of that whistle here. Is just a minute and a half into this second half of action. Mendlick, a good boot here into the box for Omaha Skutt Catholic. Nice job coming out to get it as Cole Harrington. But they're going to give him a free kick from the outs, just outside of the box there. It looked like Chris Bosback was going up for it, and they said that Cole Harrington was a little too aggressive as you take another look at it here.
Yeah, kind of used his elbow and kind of turned his hip a little bit and knocked him in the back. So this is a dangerous opportunity for Skutt. Off, I guess, set piece again, so we'll see what they do, put it on goal, and test the keeper. The keeper came up big in the first half, so this could be an important moment in the game.
One of their best scoring opportunities, no doubt, so far in this contest here. Is you see a pair of Skyhawks back there. It's Christian Healy and Adam Gottschalk, both on the side. Looks like Healy will get the boot here. Going to the far side, but just misses the top corner on the right. Nice job getting himself the angle there, going upper 90 on the right side, but just a little bit over the goal.
Yeah, that was close. That was really close. Sometimes you worry in these with so much emotion that he's going to blast it over the goal, and that one looked like it was right there. So lots of a positive momentum start for Skutt, so they got to kind of continue to build on this and take advantage of the opportunities that are going to come their way.
That was a great look at that last replay right there, just sailing wide right of that far post, but another good opportunity for Skutt there. And you wonder how Coach Brzezinski from Columbus Scotus is feeling after he was disappointed with his team's first half, and then Skutt gets themselves a couple of opportunities early in the second half. So you see Columbus Scotus now with a chance of their own as Cole Harrington with it, centering it into the middle. This one goes wide, but knocked into the far side and in, and Columbus Scotus takes a 1-0 lead. Nice job of putting it home there on a nice centering pass. Noah Shocker with the first goal of this state championship match, and a nice job centering the ball from Cole Harrington as you take another look at it here.
It was a great run, good work, good effort, and great ball, and it looked like Skutt lost the mark, and great finish.
Yeah, a pair of offensive players in the box there, but it was Shocker who ended up getting that golden foot on it. Nice job by him of giving himself an opportunity and taking advantage of it there. He comes through for his team here to make it 1-0 Columbus Scotus just about 4 minutes into this game.
Great composure. Great composure, just sitting there and just put it on net, and good things happen. And talk about the first 5 minutes of each half. Scotus got the goal, now they got to kind of settle in and weather maybe a Skutt, a little bit of surge, and see how the rest of the half plays out. That was a good start for Scotus, especially after that opportunity from Skutt.
Yeah, Shocker, one of just 2 seniors on this team. How appropriate that he puts his team up 1-0 in this second half. He had 14 goals, 10 assists coming into this tournament, and certainly no goal scored this year bigger than that one for Shocker. So great play there by the Shamrocks, and Omaha Skutt Catholic will try to counteract now. They've done that before. Gretna came back to tie them 1-1 in the semifinal before Skutt was able to come back and score that decisive goal. And they've played a pair of one-goal games already this tournament, so they certainly know how to navigate this territory. But Columbus Scotus able to capitalize there early in this second half.
Great individual effort, great goal all around, and now Skutt has to react.
Now back the other way comes Columbus Scotus again. A little tangle up there in the middle as we get a whistle, and we're going to have a card handed out here. And that'll be a yellow. Looks like it's on Christian Healy as he and the Columbus Scotus player went down to the ground. Healy got his foot tangled up in the midsection, it looked like there, of Nathan Osdek. As you take another look at it here, he's rolling down and definitely sticks that leg up there to halt Osdek's progress a little bit.
Yeah, that was at least a yellow. That was a little bit dangerous, and I think that was a little bit of frustration, kind of giving up a goal and a tackle, and you can see he's obviously frustrated right now, and got to kind of calm his head down. They got a lot of soccer to play, and get a guy sent off for something silly like that would be a big blow to your team.
Yeah, Healy certainly not the result he'd like out of that play, but tumbling to the ground, just lost his composure there for a minute, and now Columbus Scotus will try and capitalize on that opportunity. Looks like it'll be Jacob Boss back as well as Harrington. He'll run by, and it will be Boss who boots it low into the scrum, and nothing doing there as Shocker tries to corral it here on the far side and gets it to his teammate Cole Harrington once again, and Columbus Scotus will regroup back into the middle now as Bailey Pelster has it taken away temporarily, and tumbling down to the ground is Adam Gottschalk. He'll get up quickly and try and give himself an opportunity to find a teammate running, but just out of the reach there of Quinn Mendelick, who had a good opportunity of his own early in this first half.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, and maybe a little bit anxious on Gottschalk to play it a little too early, kind of got up and then played a little bit too far, but Skutt's got a rebound here and kind of gain their composure. It looks like the emotions are kind of coming back into this game, and it's going to be either Scotus going to take advantage of this moment, or Skutt's got to regain their composure and kind of find a way back into the game.
Yeah, you wonder how each team is going to handle this right now, because Omaha Skutt Catholic certainly playing with more emotion at this point, more physical, and you wonder how much of that is out of frustration and how much of it is just the sheer competitiveness. They give themselves a chance here, but you got to really give yourself a chance to take a deep breath and compose yourself in a situation like that.
They were so close in the first 3 minutes. They had that set piece that was so close, and all of a sudden to come down, and not even 30, 45 seconds later give up a goal. So I'm sure they're frustrated. They thought they were close and knocking on the door, and to give up a goal.
And Mendelick right there with an opportunity, but held on to there. Nice job by the goalie Shohan there. Nice scoring play, just a little bit high there from Mendelick, and his teammates unable to get ahead on it and give themselves a chance to score.
Shohan's done well. He's been solid when he needed to be, and that's an important part of a championship match, is just anytime you're called on, you're big. And that first save in the second half, or the first half, excuse me, no rebound, and this one just good solid hands on a tough ball. So playing well defensively, and then they got the goal. Now they just need to kind of see it out.
Gottschalk battling now in the midfielder with Jacob Boss. Both these players about as you see a whistle here, and we're going to have one going the other way once again as Gottschalk has words for the officials, and he'll get a yellow card for that as well. It's not the first conversation that Gottschalk has had with the officials here in this game, as you feel this one maybe getting away from Omaha Skutt Catholic a little bit emotionally when you see a pair of players of the caliber of Christian Healy and Adam Gottschalk with a yellow card. You wonder just how much of that frustration is really building in for them right now.
Yeah, you can see it, like you said, two guys now sitting on the bench, and your leading scorer, one of your impact players, is more worried about the referee and more worried about all the other stuff than getting an opportunity. And it's kind of put a distraction on Skutt and what they're trying to focus. They need a goal. They need to focus on getting a goal and creating opportunities. Not I'm worried about a referee and screaming at a referee and trying to get a call reversed.
Gottschalk trying to plead his case to Coach Justin Zabawa, who doesn't want to hear any of it on the sideline. He says, just sit down right here, son, and wait your time. And he'll do just that and certainly come back with some fire later on, as we see Cole Harrington now on the far side for Columbus Scotus. This one knocked out of bounds by
You want guys to play with, you want them to play with fire and competitiveness, but you got to kind of know your limits and your border and know what's competitive. And take a foul, you take a foul. You get up and you walk away. You don't need to kind of scream and holler at the referee and put yourself out of the game.
Now you see Omaha Skutt here trying to play a little defense. Ryan Mix with a little bit of an update here on our situation currently.
Well, guys, you mentioned it. Scott's getting pretty frustrated here with a couple of yellow cards. And as we talked about earlier in the broadcast, Columbus Scotus had plenty reason to be frustrated heading into this game. Their leading scorer, Alec Foltz, was disqualified with a red card. But I have to say, he still has his cleats on. He's got the scarf on. And I think he was the happiest person after that goal. No one happier on the team and on the bench and in the crowd than Alec Foltz after Columbus Scotus got that goal from Noah Shocker.
Now there you go. You see those cleats. So you get a wave there from Alec Foltz, who's the leading scorer for this Scotus team, and had 4 of their 5 goals so far in this state tournament through the first 2 rounds. Certainly missing him offensively, but Columbus Scotus doing a nice job on the attack, and still plenty of offensive firepower on this Shamrock squad. And defensively, they've been sound so far. A couple of good opportunities for Omaha Skutt Catholic, but not too many. And that's been the difference in this game right now. 1-0. with 31 minutes remaining.
Good individual moment from Scotus and a good finish. And, you know, now they kind of got to weather the emotions of Skutt, kind of seeing what they do. But
Chris Bowes back with it now into the middle of the box here, just outside of Forall's reach. And back now to Jonathan Voss here as Columbus Scotus will regain possession.
I think we heard it earlier that, you know, somebody had said people kind of overlook with all the goals Scotus scores, how good they are defensively, and that's kind of been apparent here. They just kept shutting the door on Skutt.
An opportunity now for Omaha Skutt Catholic is looks like Matthew Harrison with it on the far sideline there, trying to pull away, but nice job defensively there by Marcus Dotson. Great job using his body and not giving up the angle on that play as Skutt tries desperately to get themselves a good scoring chance here in the second half. Now coming back the other way, Columbus Scotus up ahead looking for Cole Harrington there on the run out, but knocked away there by the Skyhawks defense, and doing a nice job of that so far here since the goal has been scored.
I've been real impressed with Scotus's athleticism in the back. They've kind of been able to weather every storm and handle all the individual moments. They've been solid, and with the goal now, they can kind of focus on defending and not making silly mistakes and putting the pressure back on Skutt.
Now we'll have a substitution here now as looks like Nathan Purcell will come in for Omaha Skutt Catholic, and Mason Brandenburg in for Columbus Scotus. Brandenburg will relieve Marcus Dotson, and number 11 Chris Bowes back right there on your screen, coming out for a breather for the Skyhawks.
Be interesting to see how Skutt uses Gottschalk again now that he's been out, and when they're going to bring him back in, because with all the emotion now, he comes in and does something silly again, and he's out for the game. So when you bring him in, how long you leave him out, it could be a factor.
Little elbow thrown there by Columbus Scotus, and no whistle on that one. Into the middle now, and up ahead to Shocker, and he's taken away. And up ahead now to Cole Harrington with an opportunity. His teammate on the other side of the box. Good centering pass. Scoring opportunity knocked away. The rebound knocked away as well. Omaha Skutt trying to collect itself. Knocked away again. 3 straight shots knocked away. 2 of them saved by Nicholas Wagner. Great job by the goalkeeper for the Skyhawks, keeping them in this game within 1 goal.
That was great. That was fearless twice. You know, came out right at the foot of the striker, and great save, and got up. That was in a big position for the rebound. Kind of turned into a scrum, and Skutt was battling. Maybe this is something that gets their momentum back and kind of refocuses them a little bit. But great goalkeeping, and this could, you know, eventually be the difference.
And that's the look at it right there. Tanner Spensari with the first good opportunity, and then later on in the play, Noah Shocker with a chance as well that was knocked away. Nice job by Nicholas Wagner, just keeping his team in it, keeping them close, and you see what happens here as the second half plays out now. But 11 minutes gone in the second half, still 1-0. Omaha Skutt Skyhawks trailing.
Continuing to be chippy and even more physical as the game goes on. We'll see who can kind of keep their focus and keep their heads and play physical, not back down, but, you know, not get so out of whack that they're not focused on the task ahead of them.
Christian Healy just a little bit too far for his teammate on that one. Now 28 minutes and counting remaining in this game. 1-0 Columbus Scotus out in front, trying to repeat as your Class B state champion. But Omaha Skutt Catholic certainly trying to keep away from that. Brady Forall has it taken away from him on the far side. And Scotus with it back in the middle now as Jacob Boss gets it back to his teammate there, and Brandenburg kicks it to the outside and out of bounds. So Matthew Harrison will have the throw in here for Skutt.
Scotus has done, well enough defensively, and they're so athletic in the back. I think Scott's going to have to look to start pushing numbers forward and being more dangerous and trying to create more opportunities up front, and just being busier in that attacking end, defending actually in that attacking end, winning balls, second balls, and getting shots.
Now you'll see Trey Medlick trotting over here to the far side for Omaha Skutt for a throw in here. Now we're going to have a free kick as well, actually. It looked like it went out of bounds, but they whistled it inbounds before that took place. So Medlick with the free kick here. You've seen how successful he's been, putting it in good position. Great spot there, but aggressive play there. Nice job with the save, Evan Shohan. And he keeps this game scoreless in the Skutt column.
Good hands, and it's so important for a goalkeeper to come out and catch that ball and establish a presence. So now Scott's got to think twice about sending that ball and knowing that their goalkeeper can come and get it and win that ball. Maybe they got to play shorter balls and adjust. So well done by both goalkeepers in these last few minutes.
Up ahead into the corner now is Omaha Skutt with it. Jackson Toma, nice centering ball there looking for his teammate. But again, Shohan comes out of the goal and makes the play. A little bit too far for Nathan Purcell there, who had an opportunity at it just a little bit out of his reach. Scotus with it now, trying to find an open alley. Certainly not going to take any mistakes at this point in the game.
No, they can afford
up a goal.
They can afford to be patient here and kind of explore, but they don't have to play with a whole lot of sense of urgency. Scott's going to kind of have to find it.
Now let's take a look at this last save here again by Evan Shohan. Nice job by Medlick, giving his teammates an opportunity for a header here. But Shohan, as you see there, being patient, not jumping the gun and mistiming that leap, which could cost yourself a goal. Doing a nice job taking it away there, as you saw a pair of Skutt players, including Nathan Purcell, jump a little bit early, just trying to throw him off, even though they didn't have a chance at the ball. And Shohan did a nice job staying with it and making the play.
Great aggressive mentality, and that talking about all the time a presence in the box of the goalkeeper. And you can see Shohan right now has kind of developed a presence, and there could be a difference as the game gets down to the wire. He's held on every ball and comfortable and confident, and big factor right now.
Out in front now, nice job by Jackson Toma taking that one away. And Christian Healy's effort into the middle of the box is batted away by Jacob Boss of Columbus Scotus. Back into the middle now, and up ahead for Scotus as they get it out to Anthony Cush. Nowhere to go though. Good job defensively there by Jeff Bartels to keep it away from him. And now Cush able to get it back in the corner before it goes out of bounds.
See, Scotus they're not quite as urgent to get forward. They play it, let things develop and see what happens, but keep their shape defensively and keep organized defensively, and kind of they don't need to chase the game right now. And that goalkeeping is a big factor in helping that. They don't have to chase, they don't have to run. They can play it forward and see what happens.
Medlick up ahead now, looking for Purcell. As you see a lot of hand contact now in these battles. You see the first touch there as well. Caleb Ostek with it. A little physical play here as well. We're going to have it going back the other way. Omaha Skutt Catholic a little frustrated, but they'll have the free kick here as well. As you see both of these teams really going in on the top half, trying to make contact with their defender and trying to get themselves positioned that way. And these officials don't like the look of that.
No, there hasn't been a lot of possession, and it's just been sort of sloppy. And with that sloppiness kind of comes the pushing and the shoving because the ball's bouncing around. So it's a lot of 50-50 balls and just sort of sloppy play. I think that's kind of a sign of the emotions of the game and what's at stake. And the referees have done a good job in kind of controlling it. But I think both teams at times are losing a little bit of focus and more about the pushing and the shoving than just getting a hold of the ball.
Quinn Medlick gets a hold of it here for Omaha Skutt Catholic, but nothing doing there in the middle as Jacob Boss has it, and we'll have a whistle. Ryan Mix is down on the sidelines here. Ryan, what do you think about this yellow card, and what do you got for us?
Well, you mentioned Michelle earlier. This is Michelle. It's not a person, it's a duck. And it is the lucky mascot for Omaha Skutt Catholic. It's been a tradition for over 10 years, and it was passed down to a Skutt player from a girl, and it was an exchange a gift type of thing. That Skutt won their first state championship that year in 2003, so the kids have hung on to it, and why not? Michelle, as you can see, has some interesting choice of fashion, and her head was actually snapped last year, so that was an unfortunate thing, but she is still doing okay. And let me tell you, these kids are pretty superstitious about her. They were pretty reluctant to give her up to me just for a few minutes. They had to kiss her on the head. So kind of a cool tradition for Omaha Skutt Catholic. And I have to say, when Scotus had some good looks in front of that goal, Michelle was on their side.
Well, those Skyhawks certainly trying to channel that here as well. Trey Menlich with an opportunity for a free kick here. And now if they get a goal, maybe it's Ryan in the lucky goose that has the good luck charm for the Skyhawks. Menlich into the middle of the box now once again. Good opportunity, but knocked away there. Good first touch by Columbus Scotus to get it out of the way as Jacob Boss comes through once again defensively there and knocks it out of bounds.
More extracurricular activities in the box after that ball was played. Both kind of guys got tangled up and were talking and kind of sorting it out, but again, motions are riding high. Scott's got to take advantage of those opportunities. They haven't got a lot from the run of play, so those set pieces are going to become more and more important. They need good balls and being scrappy on those second balls.
Brady Forall will come in for Omaha Skutt Catholic and give his teammate Quinn Menlich a breather here as he'll trot off. 23 minutes and counting left here in regulation of this Class B state championship game. Columbus Scotus up 1-0 over Omaha Skutt Catholic. Throw in now. Trying to control it is Adam Gottschalk, unable to get free. You sense the frustration from him so far, not being able to do what he's been able to do in terms of space so far in this tournament.
Yeah, Scotus has done well on him. They really kind of bottled him up and not giving him a lot. It looks like Scott's kind of a little frustrated and trying to get a call that's going to change the game rather than, you know, making an individual moment or a goal or something good that's going to happen. They kind of got out of whack here a little bit.
Cole Harrington with it out to the far side now for his teammate Marcus Dotson into the corner now as they make the turn. Scotus with a chance there, but nice job by Thomas Haller to come up again. Now back in for Shocker, but it just rolls wide on the left side there, trying to get a shot off without really sacrificing the position of his teammates there. And this one just rolls wide a little bit, but 22 minutes left. They don't need to score again. They're up 1-0, and Omaha Skutt with the pressure on a little bit to create some offense and get themselves on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they got to get a hold of the ball and get some dangerous opportunities out of it. But right now, Scotus has done well. Good last individual moment, not a great shot, but they're kind of getting more of the looks right now.
At what point, Casey, in a game like this, 20 minutes left, do you maybe change what you're doing strategically to give yourself more of an offensive advantage, or do you change that at all?
I think you do. You look to change it, especially as the game wears on a little bit. Maybe 20 minutes is just kind of depends on the confidence Coach Zabawa has in his team and what he wants to do and what changes he wants to make. But I think you definitely look to maybe throw somebody else up top, make a substitution, give a different instruction on the way you're playing. But right now, Skutt hasn't had a lot of possession, so it's just going to be more, you know, where can you get a hold of the ball, and then where can you find Gottschalk?
Nice ball up ahead there from Nathan Purcell to Adam Gottschalk, but you see every time Gottschalk gets the ball, he's got at least a couple of defenders in his general vicinity, and gets it up to his teammate there, and unable to control it on the far side there.
Yeah, you can sense that frustration. I mean, they're finding him, and he's done such a good job of getting a hold of that ball. There was a great moment right there, just working so hard, but he just doesn't have the numbers and the support. Maybe one guy is close to helping him, but with the athleticism that Scotus has in the back, I just don't think he's going to do it all by himself. And so Scott's going to have to throw numbers forward and maybe play him into different positions.
Jackson Toma now with an opportunity to control the ball, but Jackson Kump knocks it forward. Back control now by Jonathan Voss, and he'll look to cut it back, but knocked away from him as Cole Harrington gets into the action. And Columbus Scotus gets it back to Harrington, and they'll move upfield here. Jacob Boss with the ball now. Has it taken away as the pass goes a little bit too far. Boss gets it back after a little incidental contact on that one, and out in the middle for Harrington again.
So this is kind of the moments of the game that's going to start opening up a little bit. You see more players of Skutt pressing forward and keeping themselves exposed. This is a little bit better from them. They got more numbers forward, and
Chris Bausbach out in front there, looking to the side for his teammate Adam Gottschalk, but he's taken down in the box. No whistle there. Paladna with the opportunity there as a shoulder thrown into him, but it looks like the referees will rule that it was Bausbach that created the contact on that one. Under 20 minutes to play now, still 1-0, and you see the physical play of this game so far starting to take a toll on both teams, and certainly Omaha Skutt trying to assert itself at this point and create an opportunity with some of that physical play.
Yeah, kind of bordering on a little bit of frustration, but they're trying to create, kudos to them a little bit that they're willing to throw their body and sacrifice their body and do whatever they can to get that goal. But starting to throw a few more numbers forward to support Gottschalk, but it's just not happening for them. Scotus has done a really good job just containing them and just being really solid in the back all around.
They got a chance for a run out here. Gottschalk out in front, but nobody home there as he was hoping that Jackson Toma would get into that corner. Both these teams, Casey, getting physical here and really trying to, if you're a Shamrock, trying to hold on, and if you're a Skyhawk, really trying to push the pace here a little bit and give yourself an opportunity.
Yeah, Scotus has to kind of see this game out. They've done really well defensively, and Skutt now has to start kind of thinking about throwing everything at him and making something happen.
Evan Shohan with the boot up ahead now. It's controlled by Omaha Skutt down the far side now as they give themselves a nice centering ball. They're looking for Matthew Harrison on that one, but a little bit too far. Now out in front is Chris Bausbach, but unable to control it.
Kind of pressing a little bit there. Those are the opportunities they're going to need to do. Is even when they turn the ball over, is their forwards, their midfielders are going to have to be active, trying to win the ball back and that attacking half to then create a second opportunity. Scott's got to kind of sell out here a little bit and see if they can make something happen, because Scotus has just been tight and solid all game long in the back.
Yeah, you see the number of Scotus defenders, in their own side of the field right now. You've got only Noah Shocker on the offensive side of things, so it's going to be difficult to crack that defense if you're Omaha Skutt, but certainly have the potential and the players to do just that if they can get the right opportunity. Now Cole Harrington in the corner with it, taken away by Trey Mendlick and booted out of bounds. Nice job by avoiding the corner kick there and getting that one out of bounds. Good footwork there with the left side.
It did well, and Scotus did well also, just to be patient, and they didn't need anything out of it. They still gained possession of it, and seconds are ticking off the clock right now as they were able to throw in, and so they got the ball in the corner, and we're just content to kind of let Skutt kick it out. 17
minutes and counting now as Scotus will have the throw, another flip throw there, and this one headed out of harm's way there. Nice job by Thomas Haller once again getting the first touch, but this one now knocked out of bounds, and Scotus will have a corner kick here. It looks like it'll be Cole Harrington taking it in the corner as that one got away from Jackson Toma.
This is exactly what Scotus wants right now, just kind of killing time, corner kicks, throw-ins, seeing the game out.
Now on the boot, Harrington into the middle. Good centering spot again. Trey Mendlick gets the first touch on it there, and as you said, defensively, he's gotten the first touch on just about everything in the Scotus box so far in this game. He takes it away from Brandenburg there on the offensive side of things, trying to find some space to work with, but Noah Shocker ends up with it after it's knocked away out in front. Good opportunity there for Scotus, but just a little bit too far for Nathan Ostick, and nothing doing there. Noah Shocker now with it, trying to Ostick another opportunity just out of his reach, and Scotus, for a team that really doesn't need to force the issue, getting more opportunities than you'd think they would get with just under 16 minutes remaining here.
Yeah, Scott's been working hard. You can see they're a little bit fatigued and tired. I think Mendlick just won the ball in the corner and then had possession of it, and then they kind of take it away. Could have been a handball there.
Surprised no handball called on that one. A tough play though as he was coming up the opposite direction. A tough angle for the officials on that one, but Columbus Scotus will get it back and send it the other way. Certainly could have gone either way on that play. A tough angle for the officials, no doubt.
Yeah, it's tough, and you just got to play. You can't dwell on it. And Scott's chasing the ball the other way, so Scotus has got to react. I mean, they're up a goal. It would have been nice to get a PK, but we don't have instant replay, and that's kind of the beauty of the game. We just got to deal with it and move on.
Jacob Boss with it now to the outside for Scotus as they continue Ticking that clock away now. 15 minutes remaining here in regulation. Up 1-0. Noah Shocker comes away with a scoring opportunity here, and he puts it in the back of the net. Second goal of the game for Noah Shocker, and Columbus Scotus leads it 2-0.
Yeah, that could have been a dagger. That was a great goal. Good composure. Slotted it home, and 2-0. That's going to be tough for Skutt to come back from. They haven't created a lot of opportunities, and what a great night for Shocker.
You see the play here. Ostek gets it in front. It's just a 50-50 ball, and you see right there Shocker able to come away with it and just beats Nicholas Wagner down low on that play. And as you mentioned, that could be a tough one to overcome now. The first time that 2 goals have been scored against Skutt in this tournament. We have a yellow card passed out there as Thomas Haller unhappy with the contact on that 50-50 ball that we showed you, that goal in question. Leading up to that spot, it looked like Haller maybe thinking he got shoved in the back on that play before Shocker was able to come away with it. But the officials will come over and explain that one real briefly here. But it's 2-0 Columbus Scotus in front. Under 14 minutes remaining here in this game. And Casey, that one could be tough to overcome here if you're Omaha Skutt.
On a couple different levels, it looked like Skutt's kind of lost their composure again here. And I mean, that was just it was an individual moment. Not quite sure exactly what happened right there. But Scotus took advantage of it. Now Skutt's got to chase the game big time and send everything forward and not worry about, again, a referee, a bad call, looking for a magical call. They got to make it happen themselves.
Yeah, Nicholas Wagner, really, the goalkeeper for Skutt, was trying to let the officials know, hey, there was some contact there. I don't know if you saw it, but he wasn't real pleased with the way that played out. And then Haller, obviously being involved in the play, probably had something to say, and it got him in a little bit of trouble there. But
it's such a game of emotion. I mean, 5 minutes ago, Scotus was complaining about a handball that they thought they maybe had in the box that could have changed the game too. So now Skutt's saying this and that. And I think there's just been a lot of a feel of everybody's looking for a foul or a call, and it's chippiness, and it's, the referee he's done a good job. He's had nothing to do with this game, and Scotus has been really solid in the back and created their opportunities when they've had them. And Skutt's been a little bit limited here and needs to kind of find a way to make something happen. They got 14 minutes, 2 goals. Certainly anything can happen. 2 goals, they say, is the most dangerous lead in soccer. Teams tend to relax a little bit, and 1 goal changes the momentum. But right now, it just looks like Scotus has everything.
Yeah, it seems like going in, the intensity in these state championship matches is going to be high. And right now, Columbus Scotus taking advantage a little bit, and Omaha Skutt trying to get themselves some momentum here as we tick into the final minutes of play here in this second half. Columbus Scotus now up 2 goals. An opportunity here for a third, but that'll sail just wide of the net. But Scotus probably going to take a lot more of that kind of shot as you look here in the last few minutes, trying not to give up something on defense and sacrifice maybe a better play on offense to get back.
Yeah, they don't need a goal. They'll be happy with the 2-0 state championship just as much as the 3-0 state championship. So, they're just trying to see this game out right now, stay solid in the back, take shots when they're there, but, really limit Skutt. And you can tell that they've been here before. They just look composed and comfortable right now in this moment, and not really rattled. And, Skutt really hasn't done a whole lot. They got to find something different, find something unique, an individual moment, set piece, something.
Jacob Boss with it now. Numbers for Columbus Scotus, beats the defender. He's got himself an opportunity on the left side, and he puts it home with the left foot, and that could just about seal it for Columbus Scotus. Jacob Boss finishing like a boss. The Shamrocks up 3-0, and their fans are loving it.
That was a great individual performance right there. We talked about, individual moments can be the difference, and what a great run. Just composure, a little 3-on-2, just kept the ball and maintained composure, slotted it home, and looks like Scotus is on their way to a title.
Take another look at it here. He beats one defender and beats another. You think he's going to pass it off, and I think that's what the Skyhawks defenders were assuming as well. Haller really trying to force the action and make him give it up, and nobody was able to do that. Boss certainly determined and finishes it off, and potentially the exclamation point on another state championship here for Columbus Scotus.
Great composure, took advantage of some soft defending there at first and just slotted it home. And goalkeeping goal scoring can be an art, and he didn't panic, he was composed and just put Scotus 12 minutes closer to the title.
And that's one of those plays where you see strategically the change, Omaha Skutt had so many more players offensively out in front, and so when they turned it over and had it coming back the other way, they only had 2 defenders for 4 offensive players of Columbus Scotus, and that really made it pretty simple for Boss to at least give themselves a scoring opportunity, and certainly to give themselves a 3-goal lead.
And that's certainly the risk. That's always the risk. You're trying to chase the game. You're pushing numbers forward. You're not worried about losing 2-0, 3-0. You got to get the goals, and you're leaving yourself exposed. And again, Boss, he had options on both sides of it, but he kept the ball and he kept it at a solid angle and just put it home and did really well. I think Scotus has had good individual moments with their goalkeeping and good individual moments in front of the goal. Nice first goal, good third goal. They just had a good, solid second half performance, like their coach had mentioned that he was hoping to have.
Yeah, when you look at the approach now for Omaha Skutt, it's going to be pretty similar to pulling the goalie in hockey, where you're trying to give yourself an extra attacker. For fans who maybe aren't as familiar with soccer strategy and things like that, that's something that you need to do, especially when you're down 2 goals. They certainly did that on that last play, and 1 turnover and 1 mistake, and you're vulnerable. Columbus Scotus taking advantage of it, doing a nice job converting and really making it hurt on that play when it could have easily been knocked away somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't think Scott's going to be upset losing 2-0 versus 3-0. They have to do it. They have to chase the game. They have to push numbers forward. So that was just a risk that they had to take, and credit to Scotus for taking advantage of it.
Well, Skyhawks now trying to get themselves anything going on offense at this point.
They got to find something. Out of that first 5 minutes, when they had that set piece, they just really haven't been in front of the goal. The goalkeeper for Scotus has had 2 crosses that he's dealt with well, but other than that, Skutt really hasn't found a rhythm.
Nathan Ostek now with it into the middle, and nice shot on goal there, just missing wide is Cole Harrington. Now that one was just about for style points more than anything. Now a quick turnaround and give yourself a chance to score there. And Nicholas Wagner in good position. Didn't have to make the save, but another solid shot and good attempt there by Harrison. Nice move to let it go and get that shot on goal. But
a lot of confidence there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's easy to play a little more confident when you're up 3-0 here in the state title game as well, and it certainly showed on that play.
They talked about too, though, that Scotus lost their top scorer, but they felt they had a whole bunch of other scores, and that's been evident tonight. I mean, not many teams can lose their top scorer and score 3 goals in the state final, and now they've scored 3 and are knocking on the door for 4. I mean, they're a solid team.
Yeah, it really starts from the back for the Shamrocks, doing a nice job of really limiting any opportunities for Omaha Skutt off of just standard play. They've had a couple of set pieces that have given themselves an opportunity, and the one shot by Quinn Mendlick that in the first half was really their best opportunity probably, but they had some opportunities and haven't been able to convert, but there have been few and far between.
Yep. Scotus is, that was, everybody talked about the Fultz red card, but the overlooked part of it was how solid they are defensively, and that's, you're so solid defensively, the other team starts to get frustrated, just not giving up anything, then your opportunity's going to come. And I think that's been evident. Skutt just couldn't find anything and hasn't gotten anything, and that you could see the frustrations and how they handled it with the referees, looking for something, some physical contact, and Scotus just didn't give them anything, and then found their opportunities when they were there, and that one moment they took advantage of it, scored a goal right off of a Skutt set piece, and then kind of changed the game from there on out.
Coming out of this contest for the time being is Adam Gottschalk. He'll get a breather here with under 9 minutes remaining here in regulation. And it's been a tough outing for him here as he comes to the sideline. You can see the frustration on his face there. And he's not alone on the Skutt sideline in that respect by any means.
No, he's worked hard. He's worked real hard. He's a good player. Had a great tournament, but, he's kind of run up against the brick wall in the Scotus defense, and they just haven't given him anything, any space, and they've been with him every step of the way. And he's worked hard, but you can tell it's a frustrating night for him.
Great effort by Brady Forall to come up with the ball there and get it ahead to Trey Mendlick. Nice centering piece there across the center of the field, but Marcus Dodson able to send it the other way.
You can tell Mendlick, he's been all over the place too. Every time you look, he's in the back winning the ball, he's up top winning the ball, he's sliding. He's going to rest well tonight.
Cole Harrington all the way across the field now for his teammate on the far side, and a little physical play here and frustration coming out as these two teams been playing hard all day, and little form tackle there, you could call it. As looked like Jeff Bartell's just a little frustrated with some of the contact the two of them were doing, and Tanner Spensari getting the shoulder into him, and he just kind of finished the process. So if you're getting points at home for the tackle, it's well played, but not going to help you out here in this state title match. As Scotus gets a free kick out of it now, going to the box, but headed out of the way there by the Skyhawks.
Yeah, that was a bit of the other football.
Now we continue here now, 7 minutes remaining in this contest, and shoulder thrown there as well, and we're definitely getting physical. And both of these teams,
I hate to see this.
You know, it's not the way you want to finish out a game, but you see each team retaliating a little bit as they get their team hit a little bit or unnecessarily as they deem it, and you're going to get a yellow card here by Cole Harrington, and he was the last one in the mix there as his teammate was kind of thrown off a little bit, and so he comes in and delivers a blow himself. And you see here just the frustration from Omaha Skutt coming into play. Harrington really knocked into on that play, but it looked like both sides on that one, obviously trying to protect their teammates and their pride and all that. But under 7 minutes to play here, you just hope for an uneventful final 7 minutes if you're Columbus Scotus, and Cole Harrington, unfortunately for him, in the middle of that.
Both these teams have had such a great season, and I know Scott's feeling it tough right now, but you got to kind of maintain your composure and win like you've been there before, and lose like you're an athlete, and you're okay with it, and you're not going to pout and lose focus. I mean, both good teams, both working hard.
Skutt working hard there with a chance in the box, as you see a little physical contact there as well. Matthew Harrison working hard down low and not giving up on this game just yet with 7 minutes and counting remaining. Harrison working hard down in the corner, but nothing doing on that one as Columbus Scotus taking exception to the hard play, but that's the way you have to finish here for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, they got to play hard. They got to give everything they got and make something happen. So they're going to have to be physical. There's no question about that. But I think they got to keep it in focus and not look for the referee to do anything for them, and be smart and not get anybody injured and get sent off. And you're a great opportunity playing in a great stadium. You're playing on TV, and you just don't need to do anything silly that's going to tarnish your reputation, tarnish the game.
Well, Quinn Mendlick coming off with a yellow card of his own now. As you see another look at it right here, just pretty blatant on that one. Obviously, the slide tackle play, you try to get out in front. He was not doing that. He went right into the middle of the body, and certainly deserving of the yellow card on that play. But some frustration continuing to boil over here as the Skyhawks trail by 3 goals with under 6 minutes to play, and Columbus Scotus just trying to navigate the troubled waters here for the final minutes of this match.
We did a coaching clinic the other day with Coach talked about was, want to see players in adversity and how do you handle the adversity. And this is a lot of adversity for Skutt right now. They've battled hard. They've been in the game, but it's not gone their way. And, how do you handle these last moments? You handle them with class, and you just keep working hard and looking for opportunities, or you kind of, lose your cool. And I think this is where they got to stay focused. See if they can get a goal back. You never know. But just keep plugging away the right way.
A good centering pass there from Joe Sonderman to give his Scotus another opportunity to score here late in this contest. To no avail on that one as Jacob Boss sends it a little bit wide in traffic there. May have even been deflected. But Adam Gottschalk comes in to finish it off here. The final 5 minutes of play. He'll send off teammate Chris Bausbach, and Gottschalk trying to, with some fresh legs here, give him a little bit of a jump start here. As Gottschalk certainly frustrated as a senior, coming in here with 11 goals on the season, unable to get much going. Quite a bit of respect for him from the Scotus sideline coming into this match.
Yeah, you could just see when they came in here, him and Pelster both kind of patted each other on the back. You can tell they're both aware. Everybody's aware of Gottschalk, and they've certainly done well with him. But to his credit, he's worked hard as well. So it hasn't been for lack of effort. It's just been Scotus has been quite good tonight with that.
Skutt now with the chance here offensively. Jeff Bartell's on the far side into the middle of the box there, but Jacob Boss, big body in the center there, able to knock it away out in front and force a throw in here by the Skyhawks. Have a couple of substitutions coming in for Omaha Skutt Catholic, and substitution for the Scotus squad as well. Looks like Anthony Cush will come out for Scotus. Coming out for Skutt Catholic is Grady Forall and Jackson Toma. Into the game, Lucas Kopitz and Joe Carlson for Omaha Skutt Catholic.
Both teams looking to get a few fresh legs in there, getting some people some minutes and kind of seeing this game out.
Matthew Hoenk in for Scotus here for the final 3.5 and change. Up ahead now is Jonathan Voss for Omaha Skutt. Nobody able to corral it for the Skyhawks, and they'll have to do it again. Jeff Bartels on the far side now into the middle for Christian Healy. Nice pass up ahead there from Matthew Harrison, but a little bit too far for his teammate. And we're approaching 3 minutes left here in regulation. Columbus Scotus in the driver's seat.
Yeah, those Scutts trying to launch big balls into the attacking end, or the attacking end, Scotus' defensive end, and Scotus just been solid. They're big, they're physical, they're able to handle it all. Just really haven't been rattled all night.
Well, Jonathan Voss coming off now for Omaha Skutt. Caleb Ostek coming off Columbus Scotus, and Skutt will also relieve Matthew Harrison for the final 2:38 here of regulation. Both coaches emptying the bench a little bit here to get their players the experience of playing in a state championship game.
Yeah, and for Skutt, they've worked hard. They're frustrated. It's hard to feel excited right now, but they got a whole heck of a lot to be proud of. And Scotus is the defending champions for a reason, and they battled them all game long. They got to this point, so lots of positives on both ends. That Scotus will feel right away, and Skutt may feel moments later. But all in all, good effort from both teams, and good, exciting second half. So hopefully that bodes well for what's next.
Yeah, that's right. We've got another great one coming up for you here. The Class A state championship game between Creighton Prep and Millard West. After this broadcast concludes, that should start about 8 o'clock tonight here at Morrison Stadium. And another couple of Metro teams that know each other well and try and duke it out for the other state championship that will be delivered here tonight. Under 2 minutes to play now here between Scotus and Skutt. This one pretty much in hand for Columbus Scotus as they try to cap off a repeat here in Class B.
I thought, their coach mentioned at halftime he wasn't real happy with that first half performance. They had to come out and make some changes, and that first 3-4 minutes they looked a little bit rattled, but great opportunity, and then they kind of took control of the game and have had a great second half, great 35 minutes after that, and just been real solid and kind of worthy of a state champion performance right there.
Another opportunity for a goal there for Scotus. This one sails high as Marcus Dotson tried to find one into the net, and now the coaches on each side empty their benches. Columbus Scotus, certainly a lot of excitement on their side here as these players, these starters come off under a minute away from winning another state championship for the Shamrocks.
Kudos to them. They did well. A lot of adversity. All the talk was about losing a leading scorer, and they came out and had a great performance, and kind of dealt with a tough Saturday and scored 3 goals and back-to-back. And this says a lot about the character of the kids and the focus and the culture of the team.
Now under 20 minutes to play now, and a lot of hugs and a lot of excitement on the Columbus Scotus sideline here. On the other sideline for Omaha Skutt Catholic, certainly a fantastic season to reach the championship game. But a little bit of disappointment here, obviously, as they fall short. And we count the final seconds down, and the Shamrocks are lucky once again for the second straight year. Columbus Scotus, your state champion in Class B, and the celebration is on. Bring on the dog pile across the street from TD Ameritrade Park. We'll have the awards coming up here for you after the break. Without your support. And we're back here live at Morrison Stadium. Columbus Scotus, your Class B state champion, 3-0 over Omaha Skutt Catholic. Let's head down to the field for the trophy and award presentation.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Director members Mark Norvell from Fillmore Central and Jay Billar from Battle Creek, as well as a U.S. Bank representative, Amanda Mogul. Here are the awards for the 2015 Class B runner-up Omaha Skutt Catholic High School. Will head coach Justin Zabawa and your assistants please step towards the middle of the field and present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 0, Nicholas Wagner. Number 1, Jackson Toma. Number 2, Jonathan Voss. Number 3, Trey Mendlick. Number 4, Brady Farrell. Number 5, Matthew Harrison. Number 6, J.B. Bowers. Number 7, Jeff Bartels. Number 8, Christian Healy. Number 9, Charlie Garacki. Number 10, Adam Gottschalk. Number 11, Chris Bosbeck. Number 12, Tommy Paladna. Number 14, Nathan Purcell. Number 15, Lucas Kopetz. Number 16, Quinn Medlick. Number 17, Ian Fullenfall. Number 19, Andrew Hoffman. Number 20, Joe Carlson. Number 23, Nick Gerard. Number 24, Christian Banker. And number 25, TJ Haller. And now here is the NSAA 2015 Class B runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Omaha Skutt Catholic High School.
You know what? Hey, the season's pro. We weren't supposed to be here.
Now to the 2015 Class B champions. First head coach John Bresneski, we have a special award for you. Coach, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to the members of your championship? Number 0, Evan Shohan. Number 1, Mason Brandenburg. Number 2, Marcus Dodson. Number 3, Caleb Osdick. Number 4, Nathan Osdick. Number 5, Tanner Spensari. Number 7, Anthony Cush. Number 9, Cole Harrington. Number 10, Jake Boss. Number 11, Bailey Pelster. Number 12, Noah Shocker. Number 13, Brady Miller. Number 14, Alec Foltz. Number 15, Joe Sonderman. Number 16, River Liebig. Number 17, Tyler Brandenburg. Number 18, Chase Newman. Number 19, Duncan Pachaza. Number 21, Carson Hadavoy. Number 22, Will Sonderman. Number 25, Jackson Kump. And number 58, Matt Honk. And now for these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2015 NSAA Class B State Soccer Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Columbus Scotus High School.
And congratulations to Columbus Scotus High School winning the Class B championship for the second straight year, 3-0 over Omaha Skutt Catholic. Ryan Mix is standing by with our winning head coach.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium. As Columbus Scotus is celebrating the Class B state championship. Head coach John Brzezinski right here in the mix. Coach, back-to-back state championships for you guys. How proud are you of your team?
Extremely proud. You know, first half, like I said, maybe one of the worst that we played, but man, I tell you what, that second half was what we expected it to be. That's kind of what we expected coming in, what we thought we could do. Okay, we thought we could play that well, and I thought we did. We kept our composure. We executed what we needed to execute, and we got the 3 goals that we needed.
Noah Shocker had a couple goals for you. You know, a lot was talked about Alec Foltz, 23 goals, not played in this, but how confident were you and your other guys to step up?
You know, we had 4 other guys that had 10+ goals this year, and Noah, senior captain, he hadn't scored for a couple weeks, and man, it wasn't that he wasn't getting his chances. They just weren't going in, you know, missed a little bit wide. So to see him finish tonight was picture perfect.
Does it get any better than this? I mean, what do you say to your guys now?
Man, I just told him I loved him. I was proud of him, you know, and you know we got 2. You know, our goal now maybe next year get 3.
You won a state championship as a player in 1997, the first ever for Scotus. Now back-to-back for you as a coach. What's it like being on the other end of that?
You know, honestly, being a coach, I think it just means more because these kids work so hard, you know, and just to see them as happy as they are, that's what it's all about. So just really special. I'm just really proud of these guys.
All right, Coach, congratulations. Let's get in Jacob Boss in here right now. Jake, you had the second goal here. Talk about what was going through on that play.
I saw like an opening and I took it. I was about to pass it, but I just felt a little bit. Coach telling me to be selfish during the game, before the game, so I just took the opportunity and just shot it, and it went in.
To hold this state championship for the second year in a row, what does that mean to you guys?
It means a lot. You can't even like, describe the feeling. It's amazing.
All right, Jake, congratulations. Let's get in Noah Shocker here, the hero of today's game. He had 2 goals. Noah, how big was that first goal for you, coming right out of the gate in the second half to put you guys on the scoreboard?
I just knew that after we got the first one, we were gonna be all right, because we talked at halftime that we knew we weren't playing the way we were supposed to, the way we talked about, and we took it from there and we did what we were supposed to, and we finished.
Alec Foltz, the team leader in goals scored this year with 23 goals scored, was on the bench. How much was this game for him? And, and obviously outside the whole team, but you guys want to win this for Alec too.
Yeah, Alec, he was really supportive of all of us. He came here today and he knew that even though he couldn't participate, he was still going to be part of the team, pushing us in every way that he could, and we were doing it for Alec. We wanted him on the field with us.
Well, Noah, this is your second state championship. Your younger brother Simon won in 2009. Now you got one up on him. Congratulations on a great season. Thor, let's toss it back up to you.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. If you'd like to buy a DVD of today's game from the NSAA Boys High School Soccer Championships, just call 1-800-868-1868 for $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You can relive all the excitement from this year's championship for years to come. And that's a wrap here in the Class B championship game, but still plenty to come in Class A. Just around 10 minutes at 8 o'clock, we'll get started with Creighton Prep and Millard West for the Class A boys title. For Casey Mann and Ryan Mix and company and all the production crew here at NET Sports, I'm Thor Tripp. We'll see you back here in just a little bit.